So I can't, like, present him something, huh? This is annoying. Want a hint? I'll try one last thing. Maybe I'm not like finished with Edgeworth. Maybe I should give him the freaking like screwdriver. Come on, Mr. Wright. You can't seriously expect me to just sit down and chat with you about the case over a cup of tea. But this isn't related to the case, remember? You said so yourself. So I did. Chief Gann gave this to you the day, didn't he? He asked you to bring it here from the police department. The chief is a very competent man. But sometimes he doesn't think that don't make any sense, sorry. At least it's better than being incompetent and doing things that don't make sense. A certain detective comes to mind. Can we examine his room? Like Edgeworth's room? Yeah, we can do that. Why? Oh! I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright, let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Let's distract him. I'll check it out. Hey, Edgeworth, about last night, you know. Is that Detective Gunshot out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground. Hold on. First... No, the hint wasn't needed. Good. I'm like... My girlfriend gave me the hint, actually. Like, look, maybe we should look into the room. He didn't even look. What? Letter to rule them all. If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says... Letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean. I'm tired, right? I'm like 27 years old. 24 years old. I have no idea how old this man is. 27, I guess. He's 27 years old. He saw everything. He's tired. He's tired, right? 3 years in, like, this prosecutor's office. It changes you. It's like 20 years in real life. It's like dog years. I don't know. I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died. Oh yeah, I can feel that. Mr. Edgeworth, it's not me. It's not me. I not died inside you. How quick did you finish law school? Super quick. He's like the law mastermind. Yeah. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. But I can forgive you. And no one else should forgive me either. He's like me, dude. I have like the same concerns in my life. Like, if something went wrong, even if it's not my fault, but I was involved in that, I'm like, oh no, I died inside. I give you no shit. Like, I have this thought all the time. This is the thought I have. It's the same exact thought like I had when I like left the freaking like Quest for Glory community for like a week, because I was like, oh no. Yo, Windler, see you around. I was like, oh no, like, I can't show like this. Oh my god. So, yeah. I have the same thing. But it was my fault back then, but again, like, I don't want to give shit on other players' work and all that. I don't want that my my shit is reflecting onto others, so yeah. Oh no, I think he's serious. Have fun! Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation, I wonder if I can use it for anything. Yeah, yes, he's serious. Put in your pocket. Side note, he's fucking serious. He will stab a guy. Okay. Go. And he's like, oh no. Present to this. What's this crumpled up piece of paper? Oh no, I can't read. Oh no, Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious. He is serious. Is he ever not serious? Can't believe they pushed him this far. Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective. That's it. I've made up my mind, but... Here, take my ID card. You can't do that. If anyone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. Yeah, this is true. Puppy eyes gumshoe? Yeah. What? So at least, let me do this for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Alright, detective. Thank you. Gumshoe's ID tucked swiftly into a pocket. Swing! Swim! He's like, hee 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 hee! Go do naughty stuff now. Go. Let's do our naughty work. Here goes Mr. Wright. Click. Beep. Open sesame! Back here again. There's a safe, there's a vase, there's a girl. Oh, she entered this with me, so we're in. If anyone finds us now, Detective Gunshoe is a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Eee! Ah! Slap! She is like slapping all the people again. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah, Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong, so I came too. If you're here, then what the point in giving us your ID card? Gumshoe's ID card crushed and rendered unusable in pocket. Hey, don't do that to my card. Sorry. I hardly ever get a chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. You really do want to get fired, don't you? Not if we're lucky. Now, come on, let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this. The chief's office. That desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's? Yeah, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gann's office now. He practices a strict police to preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it here. There. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. I see. So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk. No one expects Chief Gant and the cleaning lady, who's in here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since the incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. Chief Gant. Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes? I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think? Nah, you wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way, never mind. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy. Huh? What is it? When someone tells you, don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go at that. So sorry, this guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him? I don't know, he's a man, I guess. Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. Look at him. He's a good swimmer, I guess. So, what do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet. You have to explore your feelings, Phoenix Wright. Yes. Let not be controlled of emotions. Use the force, young Phoenix. Or use Melon's ghost. This is also good. There you go. Ignore me again. Yep, ignoring you. Nope. Move on with your life. These glasses are suspicious. This whole room is suspicious. He has a pipe organ in his room like Ganondorf. He is suspicious. Wow, looks like the size of a Chief Gant's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier... Oh, it's you two, Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence. A list of evidence. In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though. Hey, look at the case name. SL9. SL9 incident. We are in the chapel. No, we are in the office from the chief of police, and like the whole room is like a chapel. Yes. Again, he's like. And his name is Gant, so he's Gantendorf. Like, there's no other way. And he's like, and his first name is not Damon, he's Demon Gantendorf. It's not good. Like, it's not looking good for him. Like, he's big too. I don't know. Hold on, detective. What did you just say? I said I wonder what. No, about evidence list. Normally they're twice as long. That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. Half-sized list of evidence. The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. What would the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about that case. It would appear so. Evidence list added to the court record. Why is there an hammer in the background? You know, like your normal size, like pointy boy holding armor. Do you not have one in your office? Even I have one in my office. Like everyone has this, right? This is totally normal. Gant is old, very old. This is a real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons. Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. You don't have any taxes to pay. Shh. Be careful of what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Cut it out, you guys don't know how scary that guy can be. You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. If you were to drop that suit of armor, at first the chief wanted to use stained glass for this window. Really? Or didn't he? They say he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view. Oh, stained glass or not, it's a huge window. It's huge. He be Ganondorf confirmed. Yes. No clues here. Wow, look at the size of the desk. Okay, we have this, cool. This is a safe, isn't it? Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue. What? Intrigue. Huh? Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. We should not do that. This is like private space shit. A 7-digit number, I think. I just might know what it is. Input number. Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? It's... I have a better idea. Here goes. Here we go. Input code. Yeah, here we go. 7777777. Bingo. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was that, pal? 7777777. The final ID card number on the record. What, Nani? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. I mean, 7777777 that ID number. I think you're 17 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gan's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? No. Let's watch this side of the room first. Let's look at this. These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when they transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the shelf on the left shelf. Hey, this is when Lana and I went to the theme park. Yep, she left it here. The memories with you are nothing for her. This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy. Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner. There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here? No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of the partnership. They were the stuff legends are made of. Does he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the crime? Yeah, okay, let's look at the organ next. The chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally, we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department. Of course you do, because, you know... That's on the 2nd floor. And this is the 15th floor of an entire different building. When the detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office and makes them listen to the organ for hours. Oh my god, this is organ torture. That's so bad. What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul. After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except for ringing in their ears. Wow. So it's an instrument of punishment, literally. But aren't the chief's ears affected? He never listens to anyone anyway. That's beside the point. So, oh yeah, where we are? Yeah, we should look inside this, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Is there any money in there? How much did he have stashed away? Look, it's a piece of a vase. Oh wow, I knew that. The shot from a broken cup. This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in here too. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth and a handprint. This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. I think the chief made up the design. I don't think so. Oh, well, it was just a thought. Is that it? This is all that is? It wasn't that in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. A piece of cloth with a handprint on it. and a broken shard from a cup. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Why is... Great, now I have to prove they're... You know, how are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Come on, there's got to be something we can show the detective. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar? I remember when the three of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days. Good times! It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case? That's right, one of the jars had an SL9 incident sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bell? You know, that fragment we just found? You mean this one? That was in the safe? Yes, that one. That was in the safe. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Taco Bell. Let's see if it fits. Okay. Here, let me see that chart. I take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue. If I can piece this together again, I'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Is this right? From the slap? I didn't have to do anything with it? Oh my god. Gameplay. This is called gameplay. There, it fits like a charm. That of course means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But I have to like turn off my heater, it's so hot in here. It's so hot, guys. Hey guys, get a load of this. What is it? This piece you just attached. It's different from the others. One of this is not like the others. There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line. It's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? Unstable jar updated in the courtyard. Blood traces. Should we blow on him? Should we blow on that? Check. Zoom in. Boop. Hey, look here. It's hard to make out, but there's a dark red stain here. Looks like blood. This piece the chief has is different though. The bloodstains on the other piece are just spots. But this one's a line. That is odd. That is odd. Oh, there's a hole on both sides? Cool. Looky looky. Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom. That's weird. I wonder which side is up. Better yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar? At least it doesn't collect dust inside, right? Ah. So maybe it is this way? Connect the dots, let's go. Thank you. This is clearly my skills. Thank you, Julia. There was skill involved, let me tell you. Can I have the other piece now? What is it with the cloth? If I'm fired, I won't be able to give you any information. So that's why I have to get it all out of my system now. You understand, don't you? I feel a lot better now that this job is complete. But it only raises another question. What was a piece of it doing in the chief's safe? More importantly, why wasn't there any money in there? Isn't that what safes are for anyway? I have a feeling the outcome of tomorrow's trial just might hinge on this. That's what the chief was reading before, isn't it? You know, when we first came in? Yeah, it looks like the right side of the form's being torn off. So Mr. Edgeworth's list really was only half of the whole thing. Something else is bugging me more than that. Take a look at the back of the form, pal. The back. Beep. It's your photograph! Oh, it's the drawing! It's the drawing of the kid! I wonder what this is. It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something? Can't make it out. I'd better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh. Oh, no, it's nothing. Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? I'd better not forget about this picture. Weird. What about the friggin' leather claws handprint thing? Can we not have that too? And back to like everything again. Is the other thing not important? What is that blue thing? You mean this? You mean this? This is the Blue Badger. Don't you know the Blue Badger? The Blue Badger is the local police office mascot. You know about that, right? You're not a, you know about that, right? Psh. Obviously you know that. Like, but are you some kind of not police? The other thing. This? It's a screwdriver. Or do you mean the fingerprints? Or do you mean the fingerprints? The bloody fingerprinties. And this is a videotape from before DVD time. Yeah, this is the fingerprints. So should I go now? Okay, if you can give me a hint if you have a hint for me in this. Is this everything I have, like evidence-wise? Can I just go now? Or do I have to check it? And do I have to, like, match it with something here? Zoom zoom. Show him the fingerprints? No, the fingerprints are old, like these are from the marshal guy. Can't show him this, but it would... Oh, I couldn't believe Officer Marshall would do something like that. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, maybe we could do the fingerprint check, huh? Oh, maybe I can show him this? Detective Gumshoe. I'd like you to have a look at this. I know what you want, though. It's you want to get. That's a great idea. All right, go to town. Sheesh. What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints. It's not your fingerprints we want to take, huh? Come on, this isn't the time for joking. We're talking about the cloth we found the thing. Thank you for the fingerprints, like, idea. I didn't, you know. Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh. Where's your sense of humor? I don't know. Laura inspired the idea, yes. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Okay. I'm the evidence sprinkle fairy. Blah, 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 blah. The evidence sprinkle fairy. This is not good. That kind of result won't be any good for matching fingerprints. But it looks like we'll get a clearer result from this print. Okay, let's find another print then. Maybe this one? This one looks good. Blah 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 blah. Yes, the evidence sprinkle fairy is on his way. Oh god, it's not clear enough. Blah 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 blah. There we go. Yeah, that's true. So let's see. This is the fingerprinty of Emma Sky. Blah 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 blah. 16. No, how can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's fingerprints. Printies. Shh, hey, you over here. What's going on in her? What's going on here? What are the kids' prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now, okay? Evil one, burn her! Witch! Here, maybe you should hold on to this. Piece of cloth. Well? Was I any help? Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we'll be able to get some hard evidence. Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it isn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right? You in the coat? Eek! You can't. I didn't think you'd be back so soon. Uh-oh. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in science. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective. Defective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave. Yes, sir. Sorry. Oh, you in the code. Me, sir. Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But sir. Is that Nani? Now, get out. Yes, sir. We'll be on our way too then. Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet. Me, sir. I'd like a word with you. Uh-oh. But sir, I'm not a licensed. You with the spiky hair? You're free to go. Mr. Wright? Do I leave her there? Why do I leave her there? What? No, clearly not. What is with this law system and like, oh yeah, he's a very scary and suspicious man, you know, and he's clearly hiding evidence, and you know, and we should leave the 16-year-old girl who was clearly involved with the case 2 years ago. We proved that like a second ago. Yeah, she should stay there. Like, this is safe. Yes, this is very safe. Look, pal, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits, but no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it. Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why was she kept eerily silent about it all the time? Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with this chief again. Later, pal. You better go up there. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day. So, I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. Yo, it's no use thinking about it. You know, we have your maybe out of jail, but your sister may be dead. So, well, you know, who cares? I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really, I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that lurks behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you've convinced you know something, no one can pursue you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I think. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. Keeping quiet. Let's go. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwillingly to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. You AFK? You go get dinner? Oh yeah, have a good one. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say. So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have pursued you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, who, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one I am supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name? It's me, it's Mike Meekins, the MVP. Meep. Oh, it's him. Well, Miss Sky. Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? Demon Gentendorf. We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, Then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Gant. Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other. Demon Gant. Yeah, I know, his name is Damon, okay? If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case. This? I just found this in the safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Are we getting there? Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the chief's order, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright, you can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate. In the murder of Detective Goodman? Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Orders. Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Just as I suspected, despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman, correct? Of course we are correct in that. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered the murder weapon while inspecting the body. A murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No! When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him, so I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaken at the thought of stabbing him. Oh my god, this is so juicy gossip. Yeah, like he's coming closer and closer. I want to eavesdrop this. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. That is the reason for the bandage on the right hand. Yes, it seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then, see, she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Starr, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? Dark's knife. It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't even want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible, so you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right, then I called my sister to tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. Ask Emma? I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. Bad feeling? The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. Phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh, you mean not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. Yeah, not interesting. Let's move on. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Everything! Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago. To be continued. Oh my god, this case is like... Oh, I see. Twitch can count to 3. Yeah, now it's 5 too, but my stream, so... I was like confused, like... So many people are here, so... I will take a quick break to stretch. I'm like in here for 3 hours. I will end this case today. Am I enjoying this case? Let me like finish this for YouTube real quick. So yeah, I will do a quick stretch break and I will be right back for more crimes.